Chipeta, the white singing bird. How has Chipeta, the first and only woman ever permitted to sit on the Ute Tribal Council, be an influence on her peers and family? Chipeta, also known as a white singing bird, was born in the Rocky Mountains of North America in 1843. Chipeta had an older brother named Sepavanera and a younger brother named McCook. When McCook was born, Chipeta was 7 years old and she actually lived to take care of him. Chipeta's family was part of the Tabawash Band of the Ute clan. In the Tabawash Band, they claimed the valleys of the Gunnison and Unkrich rivers and the area around it. Ute people never stay in one place. They are always moving to different places. It was known that in the winter all the families would camp together and have campfires, for Chipeta's father and grandfather would tell stories about the Ute Indians. Chipeta grew up living in her mother's teepee. Chipeta's mother owned the teepee and the house utensils. Chipeta's father made the money using horses. He also hunted for food and kept enemies away from the teepee. Ute girls learn women's duties at a young age. Chipeta had respect and she was really helpful. She would always help her mother clean and preserve animal skins. Chipeta's mother taught her how to make dresses, skirts, shirts, leggings, and moccasins. Chipeta received her very first awl, which is a pointed tool to make holes in leather, and made a small leather bag to put on her belt and carry her wherever she went. Chipeta was known for her beading. She also added beads to her work even as an adult. As spring comes along and the long winters are done and over with, the families all gather together and have a bear dance. A bear dance is where you feast and dance. It is like an awakening for the bear to be done hibernating and get ready for spring. Chipeta's father would go fishing for a beaver. That's what they would feast on. Chipeta's family kept moving eastward, so that by autumn they have met with other families for the buffalo hunt. As Chipeta turned 10 years old, she started to help her mother cut the meat into strips and hang it over sticks to dry. As winter was coming back around, a child named Ure, his father, who used to be a Ute man, his brother and sister joined the Ute Indians for the winter camp. After their mother died, they came from the Teos, which is where the Pueblo Indians and Spanish people lived. Chipeta noticed how handsome Ure and his brother, Kinche, was, but she was more interested in their sister, Shashin, to be a potential playmate. Chipeta married Ure until he died in 1880. After he died, she married another man and adopted 6 boys. Chipeta was the only woman to ever sit on the Ute Tribal Council. She lobbied the U.S. Congress on behalf of her tribe. Chipeta and Chief Ure created the first Treaty of Conejos, Colorado. It has been said by the people that she was a brave woman. 5 years later, they went to the treaty. She accepted the situation that her husband and his influence would bring on her. She was loyal to her husband, stood by him all the time, even when his purposes were futile. I think she filled her role adequately, said Roland McCook. When I first knew Chipeta, she was the brightest and handsomest squaw in the tribe. She was always laughing, always singing, always doing kind acts toward the poorest of her people. She was greatly loved by them. By Margaret T. Adams. Chipeta was an intelligent, lovable person, and I never once heard her complain. She was the kindest person I ever knew. From Laura Foster. Chipeta was a good-hearted, always offering something person. McCook, same way, a good, honest fellow. They played cards a lot, and games called Kukan and Monte. From Cloud Taylor.